Hey everybody, Tony Horton here, live on Facebook to do a little bit of yoga. Shauna had an appointment this morning, so I'm solo. And it's just you and me, man. You and me, about an hour 10, who knows, something like that. So hopefully you'll join me. I see 4 of you. When will my first heart or thumbs up pop up? Let's see here. There it is. Terry Walker. Terry, you're the best, man. Just the best. Alexander the French. Brian, how are you? Justin, I love the love. The love is awesome, man. Timothy, good to see you. Yeah, we'll be starting here in a minute. I feel pretty good today, so I don't know what that means. Maybe I should just go right to shavasana. Sounds like a plan. Ann Smith, I'm drooling. That's a bad sign. That's a bad sign. Chris and Justin, so ready for this, dude. Oh, I'm so glad you're so ready, man. We're just going to move and we're going to breathe and we're going to be present. And yeah, my hair is really, look at this stuff, man. What have I done? COVID hair. I don't know, man. Shauna hates it. I don't know whether I'm going to cut it all off or grow it out more. So much indecision. Good morning, Jeffrey. Glad to have you here. Dan McCourt is watching, buddy boy. Love the shake. Love the shake. Yeah, it's green. It's mostly lawn shavings, lawn clippings. You know what I mean? Just put it in the blender. Cut the lawn, put it in, see what happens. Hiya, Wendy. Good to see you this morning. Mike. Hey, Tony, bring it. Let's hit the abs. Oh, let's Yoga Belly 7. I don't even know if I remember Yoga Belly 7. I'll see what I can come up with, though. Oh, I'll get him. I'll get him for you, my friend. Hair is looking cool. Seriously? Really? I don't look like a hippie from the 70s? Like a drug dealer or something? Okay. Why do we do that? Ooh, look at all the stuff at the bottom. I gotta get some more water. I'll be right back. We'll start pretty soon. 3:07 in here. Whoa, look at that. Yay. Yay, yay, yay. Yay. Shake, shake, shake. Oh, yeah. All right, boys and girls, party is about to start. Very excited about that. I'm very excited about that. New color. I'm onto the yellow now. So I hope everybody's week was all right. We had our ups and downs over here at the Horton house. I got creamed on plyo this week. Just wasn't in the mood. But then it was all of you that motivated me to be there. And I did my best. I forgot the rest. Well, I did my best and I kept remembering about the worst. But I, let that go. Good morning from LA, California. Right there down the street somewhere. Gary, if you're a drug dealer, I want... You know what I'm selling? Fitness. I'm selling fitness and I'm selling mindfulness and I'm selling eating right and I'm selling choosing the best options for the best possible outcome. Right? So the circumstances are out of our control. Depending on where you are in this country, different things are happening in your state, in your county, in your town. So it's kind of all over the place. So you have to take action for yourself and do what you think is right for you based on all the circumstances that are happening around you. You know what I mean? I mean, there's so much noise coming in. And that's why we're here doing yoga. Paula from Kentucky is going to do yoga this morning. Jennifer from from KY, Kentucky as well. Two different people right next to each other. Do they know each other from Kentucky? I'm just glad that folks from Kentucky are doing yoga. We had somebody from Switzerland, somebody from Japan, so that's cool. Dude, I'm sore from Wednesday. Nothing. Yeah, me too, Dan. Me too, dude. Mexico. How? Jesus, ¿cómo está, mi amigo? Gracias for being here. So that's really cool. Middleville, Michigan. Yes, the Mitten State. Ryan Van Sluten. Yes, Paragon graduate. Good to see you, my friend. So I guess we should do this thing, right? Because the official time is 11:07. You want to do it? Should we do it? Should we do the yoga? You, me? Come on. No Shauna today. Very sad, very sad. Shauna had to leave, not even here in the house. Very sad by myself. But I got the puppies. They'll keep me going. Love you, Tony. You're one of the greatest people on the planet. Well, don't tell me that. Don't tell me that, because you know what? I'll start to believe you. And then you're in big trouble. All right? Ryan, I am great, dude. How are you? How are you? Ryan sports the long locks. You know, Ryan's a rocker. He's a rocker with the long locks. All right, you guys and gals. I got my little beanie in case this gets out of control. And let's start. Oh, you know what? I'm going to lose you for a second because I want to get the music going. So I'll be right back. Hold on. Back. I was back. Listen to that. Right out of, I put it on shuffle. This is my rock yoga playlist. And right, we got the Zeppelin with the organs. Feels, I don't know, feels serendipity. It feels kismet, synchronicity. I don't know what it is. Looking good. Thank you, Bev. Thank you. Because, you know, I'm 61. And, you know, when someone tells you look good when you're 61, you hold on to that for like 2 months, okay? So let's do it. You guys got places to go and people to meet, and I'm just sitting here procrastinating, and that ain't right. So let's do it. Terry, you're back. Yippee! I'm back. I went away. I got some music for you guys and gals. Here we go. I don't know where you are, but I'm right here in sunny California, and I'm about to do yoga with all of you people from around the world. So I want you to step the front of your mat with your feet parallel, nice and tall. Like you're at the carnival and you're 6.5 years old, and last year you couldn't get on the ride, but this year you want to get on the ride. So they tell you to stand next to that little thing where they see how tall you are. So I want you to be tall, but I want you to be relaxed. And I want you to breathe. You can bring your hands to prayer, or you can bring your hands by your side. I don't care. Either one. You can keep your eyes open. You can close your eyes. Both are good. I'm going to go prayer. Eyes closed. Deep breathing. Full inhalation. Full exhalation. Use your lungs from top to bottom. Most people don't. They only use the top half, and so when they get something like COVID-19, they didn't prepare their lower lungs for the illness. But you're going to do that today because you understand the importance of breathing from top to bottom. Couple more deep breaths, boys and girls. One more inhalation, here it is. Hold it at the top. Hold that breath. Let it all the way out. When the air is out, you hold it there. And then breathe naturally, shake out your arms, roll your head side to side. Oh, shoulders are relaxed. Bring the ear to your shoulder right there, looking forward. Eyes are open now. I'm going to move all my stuff. I got too much stuff. Okay. All right. Rolling. But one thing, if you can today, this is sort of important, and this is maybe something that we can practice in our day-to-day life, is notice when it changes. And here's what I mean by that. So right now we're standing up and we're rolling our head side to side, and so there's not a whole lot of drama here. You know, there's not a whole lot of anxiety and physical pain to this. I mean, you might feel a little stretching sensation, but as we move through the practice, notice when it changes and notice how you feel. Notice what kind of emotions come up based on what's happening, right? So typically when that happens, we start to judge it, right? Our mind wants to label it. Chin to your chest, look at the ground, still tall here in the thoracic spine, head up, roll the shoulders. Right, so right here you're noticing, oh, okay, I feel something in my shoulders and nothing too crazy. What's the difference between my left shoulder and right shoulder? No real difference. You know, I'm still in a good mood here. I'm still happy. I'm still excited about what's about to happen here. People from around the world gathering on a live workout to do this. Let's go forward. Right, that's just kind of cool. And around and around. We got Marvin Gaye. That's going to make you feel good. This is a nice song. And then in the front. So just notice, like, oh, wow, that's intense. Or, man, oh, I got to back out. Or, no, I want to fight for this a little. I want to go a little bit deeper here. Punch it out. Good. In the back, you're going to clasp here at your waist. You're going to straighten your arms. Pull the shoulders back. Let's go for the shoulder pop. I want you all to hear it. Let's see if it happens. Did you hear it? So even this, right, this is different than what we were doing just moments before. There's more intensity to this, right? You're trying to bring your palms together. That's not easy for everybody. If you're working for that, you're going to feel a lot of tension in your shoulders, upper biceps, right? Across your chest. This is adding intensity. So notice that. What does that bring inside of your head? Are you thinking about it a lot? Are you analyzing it? I recommend you don't, all right? So back, back, back. Now I'm going to add even more intensity. Bend your knees. You're going to keep this here where you are, right? And very slowly with your knees bent, you're going to bring your lower rib cage to your thighs, and you're going to bend over, and you're going to try to punch the sky with those fists, and you're going to look right between your legs, and you're going to hang out. If you can do this with straight legs, go for it. I can't yet. So hanging down, breathing. What are you noticing here? Noticing some real change. Your breath is the only way to get through it, man. 2 more breaths here. So now you know what's coming. There's one for me. Here's my second one. And then I'm going to release the arms and then hang down. You feel the relief? That's nice, isn't it? Nice relief. So rib cage and thighs still together, knees still bent. Hanging down even lower. Feeling this in my lower back, everybody. Just breathing, man. Now I'm going to inhale up. I'm going to straighten my legs, hands on the shins. Try to flatten the back. There you go. What is my hair doing? Holy crap. Okay. So here, turn this way, profile. See what I'm trying to do? I'm trying to fight to get my back as flat as I can. So I'm thinking arch. If I try to arch my back, I might get closer to flat. All right, so here's where I am. And now I'm going to hang down again, bend the knees, and chill out. Good work. We're going to do that just one more time. Here it comes. Simple, easy, mellow to start, right? But if you're pushing those knees back, flexing your quads, pulling the kneecaps up, right? Really creating this triangle from my hands to my shoulders, straight down my back, as flat as I can get it. I'm really arching right now to try to make it look flat. And then I'm going to hang down one more time, just like this, and I'm going to ragdoll up here after a big inhalation. And then exhale, ragdoll up, slowly, 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 slowly. Then I'm going to continue the arms reaching for the walls, and then reaching up. Thumbs go back, arching back, hands to prayer. So here, my feet are pretty close together. I'm going to reach up. I'm going to clasp my hands now. And am I off screen? Should I go back a little bit, you guys? Hold on. How about that? I don't know if that helps a little bit. So I'm up here, hips left, arms right, big old side stretch, looking up past the hands. So again, right, what are you noticing here? Wow, Tony, this is crazy hard, I'm freaking out, I'm thinking a lot about it. All you gotta do is back off, right? It's not a contest to see who can bend over more, that's just silly. So we're here, now up tall. Now from here, you know, I got shoulder issues and elbow issues. You can see how crooked I am, right? I'm just crooked. But I'm doing yoga to try to help improve things. So pinkies back, 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 back. Arms straighter, straighter, straighter. And now hips right, same thing, side over. This is my Frankenstein side. Frankenside. Totally different sensation, much more intense for me here. I don't know about you, but good God, y'all. But working on it, breathing, feeling pretty good. Inhale, up, up, back, back, back. And then relax all the way to prayer. Feet are stepped together. You're gonna step your right foot back. Here comes that really good fun time, hamstring stretch. So the toes of my left foot forward, the toes of my right off on an angle, taking my hands to get my hips square, inhaling both those arms up. Here comes that awesome hamstring stretch, hanging down. So I think it's important to let you guys know the value of just this. All right, if you're feeling this and you're doing it properly, which means both legs are straight, right? Then there's a sensation in the back of this front leg and maybe in your right glute, right? And you're hanging down, you're trying to relax, look at your kneecap. And your breath is the only thing that's gonna let your upper body fall down over that leg. Now, when I was doing yoga regularly, I could flip my hands backwards. Can't do that today, so it is what it is. I'm just right here feeling it. Not judging. There's no judging! Kramer! All right, so we're hanging out down. Here we go. One more breath. A little bit lower. Another breath. A little bit lower. Good work. Step the right one up next to the left one. Good job. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, hang all the way down. Reverse that swan dive. Strong legs and core. Reach all the way up. Arch back, hands to prayer. Step the other foot back. Same thing, new side. Right toes now going forward. Left toes off on an angle. Get the hips square. So here, before you start, flex this quadricep and this one, right? So you see how much, see that little adjustment, that little thing that's happening there? Everything is locked, like everything's just rebar, concrete, right? Strong. Here, inhale up. And then now I'm gonna exhale over that leg. I'm not gonna change my legs, even though it's gonna get more intense as I go down. Yes, it is. And you also wanna make sure that your back leg is not so far behind you that you can't keep your hips square. So I always say, I think I say it P90X, X2, X3, you wanna turn your left hip down toward your right ankle. That'll square up the hips and also add that degree of intensity. Oh my gosh. So again, notice what's happening. What is happening? Oh, am I gritting my teeth? Am I making crazy faces? Is my breath shallow? Don't want those things. You just want to breathe, hang out and feel it, because with every nanosecond you're doing that, you're creating this opening that's happening in your joints, in your muscles, in your tendons, in your ligaments, and this is improving who you are physically as a human being. If it's uncomfortable, you're growing, you're learning, you're improving. If you're on the couch, eating crap, watching TV, there's no improvement, man. I mean, not to say you shouldn't do it, because I do. A couple more breaths. I'm feeling very chatty today. Do you notice that? Very, very talkative. Good. Bring that foot up. Inhale halfway. Exhale, hang down. Reverse the swan dive all the way up. Arch back. Bring your hands to prayer. Step very wide off your mat, you guys. All right. So maybe you're, I don't know, a good 6, 8, 10 inches. All right. So now I'm going to inhale here. I'm going to exhale down. Good. Now, because my feet are so wide, It's easy to get my hands on the ground. I don't know, hopefully that's the same thing for you. But now I'm gonna do a little side stretch, side lunge. Now my knee has a tendency to go inward, right, inside my right ankle. And I'm gonna take my forearm and push my knee over my ankle. So that's gonna create a real stretch in the adductor there, right? Other foot is straight, right? I'm trying to lift the arch of this foot so that there's some kind of space in there between the floor and my arch. So all the energy's on the back side of my foot, right? And over here, I'm just relaxed, I'm hanging out, and I'm dropping my body straight down as best I can. You know, so if you're super comfortable here, then you have to ask yourself, what is it that I need to do to improve the quality of my practice by going a couple millimeters or an inch or two deeper than where I am, right? So other side, turn it. You can rotate your feet here if you want to. Some people can do this with their feet parallel. That ain't me. So again, knee over the ankle. We're starting out really slow here, but you'll all know when it changes. Yes, you will. Okay. So I have the flattest feet in the world. I have like flippers for feet. But so now I'm really forcing that arch up, putting the energy on the pinky side of the foot, and now pushing this knee over that ankle. Yeah, baby. Here we go. More Marvin Gaye. Good God, yo, that's so good. Back to center. All right, so here I'm going to come up, feet are wide. Really going to work on flattening my back. I got a mirror here to check that out. And my fingertips are going to just barely, there's about 2 ounces in each finger, right? I'm not hanging out here. Driving the crown of my head towards you, legs are super straight, fingertips on the floor, back is flat. Now the hard thing about yoga, when you're watching something like this, is you're in these positions where you can't see me. So my job is to be able to cue this thing well enough so that you don't have to see me and you can just hear me and I can walk you through it. So hopefully I'm doing that, all right? So from here now, watch, legs are wide, fingertips are on the ground, back is flat, crown of head forward. I'm gonna collapse all the way down. Big old hamstring stretch. If you need to bend your knees here, that's fine, but I want you to work at really straightening them. Good work. So now, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna place my left fingertips on the floor below my face. I'm going to put my right hand on my IT band, the outer part of my quad, above my knee. I'm going to open my shoulder toward the sky. I'm going to look past my shoulder to the sky. My right hand's going to reach back and then up toward the ceiling. Oh my God, is that intense today? Legs are still straight. One of them's going to want to bend. Try to avoid that from happening. If you can't reach all the way to the sky like me today, looking up past that thumb, both arms are straight, both legs are straight. One more inhale, exhale, go for it, and then hands down. Holy smokes! Felt that, the whole thing, I felt that. So now right fingertips on the floor, left hand on your leg, above your knee, on your IT band, the bottom of your quad. Open the shoulder up. Back is flattish, look past the shoulder, look toward the sky, left arm reaches back, and then up. If you can palm the ground here, rock out. If you can't, don't. What do you notice? I notice a level of intensity that is about an 8. So what am I going to do about it? I'm going to stay here, I'm going to stay calm, I'm going to breathe, and I'm going to know its value, and I'm going to be okay with it. If you have to back out, because if you can't, then I want you to. One more big inhale. Exhale, reach further up. And then come on down. All right, now inhale, flat back, fingertips on the floor. Now arms straight out. Straight out, like an aeroplane. Using your core and your legs, come all the way up. And reach all the way up. Hands to prayer. Step to the front of your mat. Okay, salutation time. How are we all doing? How are we doing? Got a nice crowd in here today. Thank you very much. All right. I don't know. What is this? What is this thing? What is that? Man, I should just get a haircut. Stop screwing around. Okay. boys and girls. Let's get the heat going, all right? Hands in prayer. Inhale, both those arms up. Arch back. Exhale, hang down. Everybody bend your knees on this first one, all right? Bend the knees here. So you can just feel that lower back. Feel good. Inhale up halfway. Good. Exhale, hang down. Fingers on the ground. Everybody step back to plank. And straight from plank, I want you to go to downward dog. So here we are in downward dog. Feet are parallel. The feet are, I don't know, shoulder, hip distance apart. Now my arms don't straighten very easily, but I'm going to fight to try to make that happen because you're all watching. My heels get pretty close to the ground. I'm lucky there, so I've got very flexible ankles. Legs are straight, arms are straight-ish. Booty in the air, trying to get my nose, my noggin, my whole head closer to the mat. Good work. Now, I'm going to bring the shoulders over the wrists on the top of a push-up. Right here. So I'm going to look down at my fingers. I'm going to make sure that my index fingers are parallel. There's a ton of space between all my fingers. And now I'm going to rock forward over the fingers. So my shoulders are over. There's more energy in my wrists for sure. Do what you can here. Chaturanga. Get on top of your feet. Upward dog. Now, shoulders back. Chest is up. Eyes are forward. Look to your right. Look to your left. Right from here, back to downward dog. Get on the balls of your feet. Scoot your booty in the air. Nice work. So, from here, really fight to make this thing as pretty as you can, you know, because, oh, is that the photographer from Downward Dog Magazine? Oh, man, I haven't seen that guy in years. Oh, I better clean up my act here. Really fight to make this thing gorgeous. Oh my God. Bend the knees, walk the feet into the hands. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, hang all the way down. Straight legs here. Reverse your swan dive all the way up. Arch back. Hands to prayer. Good, good. Feels like it's time. It feels like it's already time for this. Wait a minute, I apologize, but I don't think the future's looking good here for me. So, long-haired hippie freak. There we go, man. Look at that. Huh? I look like a gnome. You can just put me on your front lawn, holding a light. Keep the boogeyman away. All right, here we go. I look ridiculous. Okay, inhale up. Exhale, hang down. Inhale halfway. Exhale, step back, no jumping yet. Chaturanga, boys and girls, upward dog. No push up yet, they're coming, trust me, downward dog. Good work. Now float that right heel into the sky. Up, 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 up. Now right out of the box, something feels different. I'm not standing up, rolling my shoulders. I'm in downward dog with my leg in the air. This is definitely more intense. Now watch how you will feel this sensation. Keep that leg in the air, bring the shoulders over the wrists. Leg is still up, chaturanga with the leg in the air, bring it down, upward dog. Feel that? You feel how quickly that changed? No push up yet though, here we go. Balls of the feet, downward dog. We're gonna do that again, new side. Left leg goes up. Nothing to it. Give me some height, best you can. Shoulders over the wrist. On the ball of the back foot, that leg stays up. Chaturanga, that's intense. Bring the foot down, upward dog. No push up yet. Downward dog. Now in downward dog, you can stay here, or right hand reaches back behind the knee, the calf, or all the way down by the ankle. You can stay here, or you can look up to the sky under your armpit. Now right now you're like, Tony, it just got different. It's different. So you don't have to be here as long as I am. You can just go to child's pose. You're going to release that hand, put it back where you found it. New hand behind the knee, whatever you can do, calf, or way down there by the ankle.
Now from here, keeping that right arm straight, you look up under the right armpit. So it's a downward dog with one arm, one leg, one hand grabbing your leg while looking under your armpit. Hello, ceiling. One more breath. Release. Hand on the ground. Bend the knees, walk the feet into the hands. Inhale halfway. Exhale, hang all the way down. Looking at your kneecaps. From here, heel toe your big toes and heels together. Bend your knees, lift your toes. It rhymes with chair pose. And then up. Stand up, arch back, exhale down. Inhale halfway. Exhale, hang down, still stepping back, no jumping yet. We'll get there. Back to plank. Chaturanga, go through your vinyasa, upward dog. Here's a push-up. There's the first one, yay! Downward dog. Float that right heel into the sky. Now, like the last couple of weeks, there's a spot where you always go with this leg, right? But then you realize, I think I'm gonna go for more, so go higher, 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 higher. Now, open the knee to the ceiling. Work at keeping those arms as straight as you can. Some of you are gonna stay right here. I'm gonna drop over, drop that foot to the ground, left leg is straight, right knee is bent, pelvis is up, reaching toward you. It's a one-arm back bend with one leg straight. What do you feel here if you've tried it? How different is this sensation than others? Hello. Yeah, man. Yoga. Yoga's boring and easy. Arm comes around, leg goes back. Up, 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 up. Shoulders over the wrist, right knee, left elbow. Lovely. Back up. Knee to forehead, nose, or chin, whatever you can pull off. Get it in tight. Back up. Right knee, right elbow. You can keep it here, or you can go for the balance. Both legs are straight-ish, hanging out momentarily. Foot goes back, foot goes up. Shoulders over the wrist, bring that foot forward. Stay in the ball of the back foot. Come on up. So we're creating some heat. You feel the heat? Arms are up in the air, crescent pose. So knees bent, leg is straightish, arms are up, hands to prayer, straighten that front leg. Bend the front one, crescent, reaching tall. Hands to prayer, straighten that front leg. Both legs are straight, balanced stuff. Vestibular hypofunction being tested. Bend that knee, come on up. Crescent pose. Hands to prayer, go through your vinyasa. Hands on the ground, chaturanga, upward dog. Here's my push-up, downward dog. So, first side was a mystery. Second side is not. So here I am in downward dog. I'm going to float that left heel into the sky, heel high. And like the first side, you're going to say to yourself, well, can I go higher with that leg? I'm going to try. So higher, 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 higher. Open the knee up to the sky. Right leg is straight, arms straightish. You're going to drop that foot on the ground, that knee's bent, right leg is straight. Hand under the shoulder, make that adjustment, arch up, reach toward you. Hello. Hello, everyone. Good morning, happy Saturday. Wherever you are, Switzerland, Japan, Kentucky, Michigan, Puerto Rico, Mexico, it's all good, my friends. So we're here, we're intense, and we're noticing that, and we're gonna release it. Hand comes down, leg goes back up. Good, good. Now here we go. Gonna take this knee, left knee, over to the right elbow. Hello. Back up it goes. High, high, high. Bring the knee to the forehead, nose, or chin. Whatever you can muster. Thoracic spine high. Back up it goes. Left knee, left elbow. You can balance if you want to. Right there. Foot down. Foot goes up. Shoulders over the wrist. Stay in the ball of the back foot. Come on up. Crescent pose. Hands to prayer, straighten that front leg. So both legs are straight-ish. Back to crescent, arms go in the air. And then legs straightened, hands to prayer, both legs are straight here. Tony goes down, down, domino effect. Back to crescent, uno mas, here it is. Prayer, straight legs, flex those quads. You feel that, feel those little tiny tendons and ligaments trying to figure this out. It's beautiful, man. Back to crescent, reaching up, hands to prayer. Go through your vinyasa. Chaturanga, upward dog. My push-up, downward dog. So here I am, downward dogging it. So theoretically, you should be much warmer than you were maybe 15 minutes ago. Bend the knees. Now this is where you get to jump to your hands. So if you want to be successful here, don't go yet. It's more than jumping forward, it's jumping up. So the energy has to be forward. So the last thing that's going to leave the mat are the balls of your feet. And you want to land with your feet, together or close together. So think jump up and forward at the same time. It's kind of like a long jump, right? You don't go forward, you go up. So 3, 2, 1, bend the knees, jump forward and up. Not bad. Inhale halfway. Exhale, hang down. Lift your toes, chair pose. And up. Nice. Stand up, arch back. Hands to prayer. So right now, while we're here, doing something that's not intense, it's called standing up. Just notice, put a label on, you can label this, the feeling, the warmth, the vibration of this, like after everything we just did, which was pretty intense, right? Notice your breath, like what's it doing? You're naturally breathing heavier, right? It's more pronounced because you don't have to work on it while you're in something else that's really hard. You have to think about it more, right? Here you don't have to. So notice that. And notice that it brings a smile to your face. Spill that wine. Inhale, both those arch back. Exhale, hang down, flat, flat, flat back. Eyes on me, eyes on you, eyes on me and you, eyes on me and then hanging down. Inhale up halfway. Now, listen very closely. Same thing. If you're going to jump back here, all right, you got to be really careful because you're going to land in chaturanga, not plank. If you jump back in plank, it's going to jolt your joints. Do not jolt your joints. And the same thing. You don't want to think jumping back. You want to think jumping up while jumping back. So let's do that. Let's slow this down. Right? Bend the knees. Place the hands on the floor. So we're going to do it together slowly. So now my hands are on the floor. Rib cage, thighs are touching. I'm going to take my shoulders and move them out over my fingers. All right? So this is a big commitment. You cannot collapse for a second here, but only a second. A lot of the weight, most of the weight's going to be in your hands and arms. So you got to make sure that these pillars of strength are ready for this, okay? So think I'm all ready for my arms. Now I'm not Ted McDonald, but I'm gonna try to jump up. And shoulders are, again, out over your fingers, up and back into chaturanga, not into plank. For those of you who want to step into plank, just do that Ready, here we go on the balls of the feet, shoulders over the fingers. 3, 2, 1, up and back. Chaturanga, upward dog. Eat your heart out, Ted. And good. Here's our push-up, downward dog. Float the right heel high, high, high into the sky, and then lift it higher into the sky than you have ever lifted it before. Shoulders over the wrist, bring the foot up there between your hands. Turn the back foot down. So let's get the bottom half right first. If your leg is too far back, you'll never get your hips square. So maybe you need to, or maybe your foot's way in here, that's not even a thing, all right? So you gotta be in a lunge position. This knee over that ankle, these toes on an angle going this way. Now, left hand is gonna try to push, making adjustments with both feet. So I'm getting this hip square here. All right, your hip flexor, you're gonna feel that. I'm tall, not leaning forward. Left leg back, left arm forward, right arm up. Tall, add arms. Both arms are up. Nice and tall. Good work, here we are, warrior 1. Well done. Now, open the arms up, they stay straight. The back foot changes. The outside of the back foot is now parallel with the mat. This knee, it's gonna wanna go like that. Don't do it! Go where you're supposed to go. I told you once, I'll tell you 1,000 times. Right, that opens up the groin, okay? So I'm here, bent, straight, arms, shoulders lined up with hips, little back fingers reaching. Right, this arm, you're not this, you're not a hood ornament on the car, okay? You're here, looking out over these fingertips. Gorgeous. Now from here, I'm gonna turn both palms up. So you're gonna feel a new sensation in your arms, in your chest. You might even feel that in your upper rib cage. A lot of things change. Now you're gonna keep this front palm up, turn the left one down. It's called reverse warrior. Down we go. Look up past the hand and we're looking past the fingers. Front knee is bent, left leg is straight, and now straighten both legs and extend the stretch a little further because that energy in that front leg is gone. That intensity is gone. So I'm trying to reach further, bigger stretch in my lat. And once I get as far as I can here, I'm gonna bend that front knee again. That's even more intense. I'm gonna come back to warrior 2 for a breath, right? And now I'm gonna adjust the back foot, step it forward a little bit so I can get my hips square. Make a pretty warrior 1. Hands to prayer, vinyasa time. Hands down. Now when this front foot goes back, see if you can do it without sticking your booty and your hips in the sky, right? So slip it back like that. Chaturanga, upward dog. Shoulders back, do a push-up, downward dog. Woo-wee! It's gotta be good for me. All right, so new side, no mystery here. Here we go. Float that left heel. High, high, high. High, high, high. So you got it pretty high, right? But no, Tony, I want more. I want my booty to be so sexy. Because it's all about sexy booties. No, it is not. But anyway, lift it higher because it's better for you. Higher, 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 higher. Higher, shoulders over the wrist, bring that knee in your chest. Place that foot down. All right, if you have to grab it and cheat, fine. It's not cheating, it's just getting it there any way you can. So come on up. And sweating now. So from here, left toes, right toes. 2 different angles. Making that adjustment with the back leg, keeping it strong. See here, you know you're in the right position when the left knee is over the ankle. This quad is fairly low. And the back leg is straight. Right? So here, I'm going to reach that right arm forward, left arm up. Right arm goes up. Oh, shoulder. So I'm trying to make this warrior 1 as purdy as I can. I'm going to open up to warrior 2, adjust the back foot. Toes that away, knee over the ankle. Checking to see if the outside of that foot is parallel with my mat.
right? Putting the energy on the pinky side of my foot to just get a little space between the mat and your arch. So I'm here, reaching back, and then this arm is placed, looking over that hand. So remember, at any moment, you got this. And I was just, dude, cut me a break. Otherwise, you hang out and you breathe. Here. Chest up, be a warrior, right here, boom. That's why they call it warrior 2. Boom. And then now, palms go skyward. Feel the change there, right? A little bit more intense. Left palm, the one forward, stays up. Right palm turns back down. Reverse warrior, everybody. Over you go. So, we're back to that original cue. Notice when it changes. You feel the difference in intensity between this and warrior 2? Now watch it change when you straighten your front leg. Just that simple, man. Like a baseball. You're at the plate. You're preparing for the pitch. You swing, and you see you got the ball between third base and shortstop. When you're running to first base, you're trying to get there as fast as you can. But once you get there, you're parked, you're hanging out, waiting for the next thing. Yoga is like that, intense and mellow, intense and mellow. Now from here with a big old stretch, bend the knee, deep, extend that stretch a little bit more, back to warrior 2. Adjust the back foot. Warrior 1. Hands of prayer go through that vinyasa. Foot goes back. Chaturanga, upward dog. Push up here, down dog. Okay, so I'm going to add some intensity here. If you need child's pose, I'm going to show you what it is before I go through this little sequence. Toes touching, knees wide, torso between, hanging out. You have this option always, always. I wouldn't recommend it for the entire practice, but you have it. So, here we are, back to downward dog. So, shoulders over the wrist, you're in plank. Feet are pretty wide, I would say almost to the edge of your mat. Lift your left leg, just a few inches off the floor. Feel how that changes? Put it down. Lift the right leg. Put it down. Lift the left arm. Engage your core. Left arm. Try to keep your hips square, not easy. Down. Right arm. Down. Left leg. Right arm. Both down. Right leg, left arm. Hanging on, barely. Bring them both down. Downward dog. Here's your break. If you need child's pose, take it. Shoulders over the wrist. Right hand right there underneath your face. Side arm balance. Stack them, stagger them, or lift your leg, whatever you want to do. Notice the change. Breathe through it. Bring it down, hands down, 2 push-ups. 1, up, 2, and up. Left hand down. Stagger, stack, or lift the leg. We're almost through this, kids. Leg down, hand down, down dog. Again, we're gonna, if you wanna walk your feet to your hands, great. Otherwise, remember, bend your knees, balls of your feet as you jump up. As you jump forward, also jump up. Ready? Inhale halfway. Exhale, hang down.
Reverse that swan dive all the way up. Arch back, hands in prayer. We've lost a few people. It's understandable. Yes, Sean is away, so Tony likes to play. You know what I mean? Hang in there, boys and girls. We're more than halfway. All right, so a couple more cycles. Then we'll get into our ab work and our cool down and stretch. And then we're gonna just be better off as a result. All right? So this is the speed round. This is a Ted McDonald favorite. Surya Namaskara A, over and over again. We'll do right, left, 1 each, right, left, 2 each, right, left, 3 each. So this is just this is the speed, strength part of this sequence. So if you need to take a break, go to child's pose. All right, otherwise, try to keep up with me best you can. Not a competition, but I'm gonna just hum through this little sucker, all right? And then the last sequence will be fun stuff, some balance. All right, here we go. Inhale, arch back. Exhale, hang down. Inhale halfway. Exhale, hands on the ground. Remember, jump up and back at the same time. Upward dog. Push up if you want to. Downward dog. Here they come. Right one. Up. Up, 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 up. Swing it through. Turn the back foot down. Warrior one. Just a beat. Hands of prayer. Again, left side. Foot goes back. Chaturanga. Upward dog. Push up here. Downward dog. Left leg goes up. Swing it through. Foot down. Warrior one. Just a beat. Hands to prayer. Hands down. Foot goes back. Chaturanga. Upward dog. Push up. Downward dog. Jump or walk the feet to the hands. You know what to do now. Inhale halfway. Exhale, hang down. Reverse that. Swan dive, arch back. Hands to prayer. That was 1 each side. Now 2 each side. Inhale up. Exhale, hang down. Inhale halfway. Exhale down, jump or step back. Float, float, float. Here we go. Upward dog. Push up for me. Down dog. Right leg goes up. Going for height. Swing it through. Warrior one. Prayer. Down. Vinyasa. Chaturanga. Upward dog. Push up for me. Downward dog. Left leg. Floaty, float, 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 float. Float it up. Bring it through. Turn the foot down. Warrior one. Go through that vinyasa. Chaturanga, upward dog. Push up here. Downward dog. Here we go. Number 2, right side. Swing it through. I feel the change. Warrior one. Prayer, hands floor. Vinyasa, upward dog. Push up here. Downward dog. Second side, left leg goes up. Yeehaw! Bring it through. Come on now. Smile on your brother. Everybody get together. Do some yoga right now. Up you go. Drop, 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 drop. Hands to prayer. Hands down. Chaturanga, upward dog. Push up. Down dog. Jump or float the feet to the hands. Inhale halfway. Exhale, hang down. Reverse that swan dive all the way up. Arch back. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? I think you know what I mean. Adjust your beanie. We did 1-1. We did 2-2. Here comes 3-3. Remember, if you're gassing, slow it down, take breaks. Otherwise, notice the change. Notice what your choices are with your breath and your thoughts. If they're productive, rock on with that. If they're counterproductive, then change them or take a break. You ready? All right, soldiers and soldierettes, let's take that yoga hill together right now, right? You, me, and Billy Idol. Let's bloody do it, mates. Here we go. Inhale up. Exhale, hang down. Right, inhale, halfway up. Jump, mateys. Or step back. Here we go. Up dog. Push up. Down dog. Right leg. Swing through. Foot down. Warrior one. Prayer. Down. Foot back. Chaturanga. Upward dog. Push up. Downward dog. Left leg. Up. Swing it through. Back foot down. Warrior one. Prayer. Hands on the floor. Foot goes back. One down, two to go. Chaturanga. Upward dog. Push up. Downward dog. Right leg. High, 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 high. High, 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 high. Swing it through. Foot down. Warrior one. Prayer. Hands on the ground. Foot goes back. Chaturanga. Upward dog. Push up for me. Downward dog. Left leg. High, high, high. High, 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 high. Up. Swing it through. Warrior one. Come on. Last combo. Both sides. Foot goes back. Chaturanga. Upward dog. Feeling the power. Downward dog. Here we go. Right leg goes up, 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 up. Maximum height on this last one. Bring it through. Foot down. Right side. Warrior one. Prayer. One more to go. Foot goes back. Chaturanga. Upward dog. Push it. Downward dog. Foot goes back, 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 up, 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 back, 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 up, 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 up. Up. Bring it through. Turn it down. That foot, that is. Warrior one. Hands to prayer. That is it. Chaturanga. Upward dog. Push up. Downward dog. Downward dog. Downward dog. Child's pose. Everybody. Toes together. Separate the knees. Hang out. Reach out in front. If you want to just lay the tops of your arms behind your body, that's fine. I'm going to go for the stretchy version here. So if you're here doing the stretchy version, spread the fingers, arms are straight, close to your head. Thumbs are touching. But I'm going to take my hands, and I'm going to push my behind closer to my feet, ankles, whatever it is. And then when my butt's down, I'm going to reach out again. Hang out here. Feel that big, massive stretch in my lats. Now slide the right hand off the mat. Stay low with your butt and place your left hand top of your right hand. And then feel that bigger stretch on that left side. And if you don't feel it, reach over and reach out more. Back to center. Park yourself there for a second. Left hand off the mat. This is my tighter side, so it's going to take me a second to get that right hand where my left hand is. And then collapsing my butt closer to my heels. Hello, right side. Gotta breathe my way to stardom. And then now, back to center. Your hands are already where they need to be. Separate them wide. Get up on the balls of your feet, right to downward dog. You can step or jump up to your hands. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, hang down. Reverse the swan dive all the way up. Arch back. Hands to prayer. Come together. You almost think I planned this music today. That's so good, man. I don't know how you feel, but I feel like I'm gonna weep. So good. I feel right now. Isn't that powerful? I mean, I don't know where you are or how you feel after that, aggravated maybe. But that's, boy, it just gets me. It's the most perfect place. It's really, to me, it's just special. Special, it's different. It's not running, it's not hitting a heavy bag, it's not lifting weights. It's just, the fact that it's so many things at once is really cool. So, it makes me think deep thoughts. You ready for this last sequence? You know what I mean? A little right angle pose, a little wrap the arms, a little half moon action. All right, it's already 3 after, so we're technically 10 minutes from finishing, but you know we're gonna go over just a wee bit. Inhale up, and now we have Zeppelin. So good. Arch back, hang down, ramble on, boys and girls, ramble on. Hang. On my way. Inhale halfway. I'm much obliged. Hang all the way down, step or jump back. Remember, if you're gonna jump into chaturanga, jump up as much as back. I'm gonna go for maximum height. I'm gonna kick out the lights in the ceiling. Oh my God, I'm so scared and so nervous. I haven't really gone this high ever before, but I'm gonna hopefully not land on my head. 3, 2, 1. What the heck was that? That was cool. Push up, down dog. Float the right heel high, 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 high. And then higher, 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 higher. Higher, and then bring the knee to the chest and place the foot between the hands and turn into warrior 1. I am sopping wet already. Warrior 1. We're going to do the full mati, all right? We're going to do all the stuff right here. Open up, warrior 2. So we got 1 and we got 2. There's 2, looking forward. I think now's a good time for triangle pose. Let's do it. Straighten the leg, right? So straight, straight, arms out, reach out, 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 out. Not down, out, out, out. You can place the hand on the leg or the palm, the backside of your hand inside of the leg and reach up. But if your chest is leaning down toward the ground, I want you to come up and place your hand on your shin. Otherwise, if you can go down there, right, and still keep this open, then rock on. Look up at those hands, that hand, one hand. You don't want 2 up there, 1. Arms straight, legs straight, chest open, eyes on this thumb. Take a deep breath and then take this arm that's raised. See if you can move it back 3 inches. Inhale, exhale. Crack goes the upper spine. Legs straight, arms straight, come up. From here, bend the knee, back to warrior 2. Reach out, out, out. Forearm on the thigh, left arm up. Falling over, dizzy, crazy time. Up. Now, I'm going to slip this hand, it's, resting with my arm on this leg, to the outside of this foot. And then I'm going to reach overhead. Outside, and then over. Good work. From here, you may go for the wrap. You can grab your wrist, your fingertips, whatever you can find back there. If you can't do this, don't do it. So, this is a bad shoulder. I can only get fingers, but I'm going to try to get low and open my chest up and look at the ceiling. The hardest part of this little sequence is coming out of this without falling over right into warrior 2. Right after your second breath here. Here's your first one. Second breath. Inhale. Exhale. Warrior 2. Oh. Here comes that reverse warrior. The whole Monty, baby. Reach up, look back. Straighten the leg. Extend the stretch. From here, bend the knee, flow right to warrior 2. Adjust the foot, warrior 1. Let's do it again. Oh, let's not. Warrior two, half moon. Step up, fingers on the ground, half moon pose. So if you have to keep your eyes on the ground, fine. So using all 5 fingers, if you can, if you have a yoga block, I recommend it if this is too hard on your leg. Other leg is straight, dorsal flexing the foot and looking up to that hand. How could I have almost forgotten half moon? It's a travesty. Do you notice things? What are you saying to yourself? What are the words inside of your head now? Here is where we float back to warrior two. So bend this knee, look back at that foot, see where you're going to place it. Warrior two. Yes. Warrior one. Prayer, vinyasa. Down we go. Chaturanga, upward dog. Push up for me. Downward dog. So before you lift your left leg, take your right leg and shake that out. Shake that out. Woo-wee. All right, let's see if I can remember everything on this side. Float that foot up, 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 up. Up, up, up. I want more height. I want it now. I want it. So let's get it, get it. And then swing it through. Turn the back foot down. Soaking wet man. Adjusting beanie, warrior one. Warrior two. Whatever that requires to make that just right. Warrior two. Energy's in the backhand. This arm's just resting on an imaginary table, looking over those fingers, right there. Hanging out for just a wee bit. A wee bit. Straighten that front leg. Keep this arm on the same level it is. Go out, 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 until all your body parts say, I cannot get any further. Rest this hand here or inside. And if you have shoulder issues, here's a great way to get this arm in the air. So leave this right arm along your side. Open your chest up now. And before you have a thumb to look at the ceiling and then reach back and add the arm. And you breathe. Here comes that inhale, and then we're going to move this arm further back on the exhale. Inhale. 3 more inches. A lot of changes there. Arms are straight, legs are straight. Come on up. Warrior two. Reach out, out, out. Forearm right there on your thigh. This arm reaches up and look up. You know, for a lot of people, this is sort of a resting thing. For other people, because you're staring at the sky, it's a massive balance thing. It's really hard. But if you're here fighting a good fight, it's a beautiful thing. So now, you can stay here, or the left hand slips to the outside. Arm, reaches overhead. And then look up at that hand. Reaching super low. Now, I think it's time for the wrap. So wrap it up. You reach underneath that front bent knee. Go on back, grab the fingertips. On this side, I can get my wrist. I think I can. No, I can't. So there's that. So I'm going to bend this knee more, really intense. That helps me open up my shoulder. And I look at the ceiling and I hang out. Are you breathing? Are you just taking breaths? And knowing that this too shall pass. And that you can come out any second you want. And it's not a contest. Just do your thing, man. Hang out based on how you feel, period. Now the crazy part is, from here, back up to warrior two. Take a big inhale. Unwrap. Warrior two. Reach out. Half moon pose. Oh. So, back leg is straight, about parallel from the ground, dorsal flexing that foot, and then this arm reaches up. I'm going to try to find my thumb with my eyes here, hanging out, reaching up.
I wonder if there's any value in this, if you can kind of do this. Working on straightening both legs, you don't have to, but that's the goal. Goals are nice. So from here, in a moment, is where you float into warrior two. To get there without crashing, even if you have vestibular hypofunction, you look down, you bend this knee, and then you look back at that foot, you know where it's gonna go. You place it on the ground, warrior two. Adjust the back foot, warrior one. Hands to prayer, hands on the ground. Boys and girls, spectacular. Push up, upward dog. Another push up, downward dog, everybody. So mighty fine. From here, drop your knees onto the ground. They are under your hips. Your hands under your shoulders. Eyes to the sky, booty to the sky. Lower rib cage, belly button to the floor. Cow or dog, choose your animal. Oh, really feel that. Exhale, opposite direction. That spot between your shoulders. Going for some height. Chin almost touching your chest or touching it. Pelvis now, squeezing your booty toward your elbows, looking between your legs. Inhale, back the other way. Oh. Exhale again, one more. Halloween cat. Halloween cat with some kind of disease. Neutral spine. Right leg goes back, left arm goes forward, heel and thumb go skyward, sky, 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 hand out, leg out, back, grab the foot, drive the heel as high as you can into the sky, chest comes up, look at me. All right, get it up there, get it up there. Sean, this is like about a foot higher than mine here. One breath. Extend them, arm and leg, hand down, leg down, round down, Halloween cat, dog or cow, neutral spine. All right, so left leg back, right arm forward, heel and thumb skyward, arm out, leg out. You see I'm not spending a lot of time here, I'm just allowing you to get the best out of the best of this. Hand forward, leg back, grab the ankle, drive the heel, chest up, look at me. So I'm holding onto that ankle and I'm driving my heel to the sky so I feel that in my hip flexor, right? Higher, chest is up, higher, higher, higher. This is the only part of that sequence where I'm spending a little bit more time. Release, hand out, leg out, hand down, knee down, round out, inhale. Lovely. Good work, boys and girls. First of all, before we move on, give yourself one of these. So we're already 3 minutes over, from when we started. But, oh my God, that's so wet. Let's just do some abs because there was a gentleman here that really insisted that we went after the abs. So I'll try to remember as much of it as I can. Yoga Belly 7, I can't remember all that, but it's a long time ago, 16 years. But I'm gonna give you plenty, all right? Here we go. On your backs, kids. Oh. So let's start off with your classic yogi bicycles. All right, every combination is a rep. Medium speed, 20 total reps. Hands behind your head. Bend the left knee, extend the right leg. Here we go. Combinations are a rep. Here's my speed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, halfway, 11,
12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Either version of fight for scissors, sitting on your hands or reaching forward. Here we go. Every combination 20 times is a rep. Let's go. That was one. This is our second ab routine. 1, our exercise. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hang in there, boys and girls. 7. You can take breaks if you need them. 8. If you need to do this for your head, you can do it. 9. If that's too much strain in your neck. 10 more. 11. 12. 13. 14. Heading home. 15. 16. 17. Almost there. 18. 19. 20. Pull the knees in for a brief moment. Here we go. Legs are straight, touching those toes 20 times. Third exercise. We're going to go slow. It's going to be fun. Legs are up. Dorsiflex those feet. Toes down toward your nose. Lock your thumbs. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Big range of motion here. 4, 5, 6, 7. This 2 shall pass. 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Simon Says, 20 reps. You'll see what I'm talking about. You should be able to see me. Sit on your wrists. Look up toward me. Legs are off the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Pull your knees in. Yes, that's a good time. Are we ready? Arms out, but not straight out, on an angle. It's abronome. All right, 20 reps. Seems like a lot, but I'm not going to spend a lot of time on each side. Here's the bottom, here's the top. I want you at noon, 3 o'clock. I want you at in between, 1:37. Ready? 20. Nice pace, straight legs, toes pointing out over your head. Here we go. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Almost halfway. 9, 10 more. Ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, just 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yeah! Is that 5 exercises? I think that's 5. 2 more to go. Here we go. You know what you love. We'll do 10 per side. Nice pace. So hand by your side, legs are straight, point your toes, hands behind your head, little side crunches. Remember, this arm on the ground does a lot of the work. If you have to modify, just do this. You don't even have to bring your shoulder off the floor. 10 per side. Here we go. 3, 2, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 10. Other side right away, no delay. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ay, 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 ay. So let's finish the 7 with how we started. 100, every side counts, yogi bicycles. 1, 2, 3, 4, to 100. Can we do it? You got to take breaks, take them. Gotta breathe, man. Just break them up in groups of 10. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. Halfway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 70. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 80. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 100. Oh! 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 I don't know who you were, I can't remember your name, but if you guys can find the individual that said he wanted some serious ab work, I hope that filled the bill. So right now it's a perfect time for bridge, wouldn't you say? Ankles under your knees, hands by your side, roll that pelvis off the mat. Vertebrae by vertebrae, rolling up on your shoulders. Give me some height, boys and girls. Don't clasp yet, that'll be on the second one. So imagine there's a hook in your belly button, and you're a fish. And he's got you by the belly button, and he's trying to pull you out of the water via your belly button, higher, 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 higher. And now, oh, the hook released. And now you get to settle down slowly back from where you came. And the last thing to hit is your lower back hips. Chill out there. One more, we'll clasp this time. Roll it up, roll. I want to see that spine. You know what I mean? Working like this. Roll, not a stiff 2x4 coming up, but like a slinky, slinky, slinky spine. Up, up, up you go. High, high, high. Now you can clasp underneath. Bring the palms together if you can do that. Roll up onto your shoulders more, more, more. And then see if you get your pinky fingers close to the ground. That'll add some intensity. You'll feel that in your biceps. I certainly do. Get up on the triceps. Again, Mr. Fisherman, he's got me. He's got a hook in both hips this time. Hips higher, 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 higher. He's pulling me toward the surface of the water. He's a water. He's a young English fisher boy. And he's pulling me up. And oh, both hooks slipped out. The heads come apart. And then slowly you float back into the sea. And the knees come in and rock, you guys. Rock up, heels. Now we're going to do a fun little move we did last week. All right, so I'm going to best describe it best I can. When I roll up a couple times from now, I'm going to fold my feet, my legs under each other. I'm going to shoot my feet back into chaturanga. You ready? Here we go. It's going to happen right now. Upward dog. Downward dog. Float that right heel up. Bring the right ankle toward the left wrist, knee outside of the torso, pigeon. Pigeon. So a lot of you, maybe you're up here, that's really intense. If you have knee pain, listen very closely. Adjust the leg so that you don't. If your knee's underneath you here, chances are you're just putting a lot of pressure. So you want that knee out here. Hello! Fan mail from some flounder? That's from Bullwinkle. That could be the gate. You guys stay in pigeon. Seems like a perfect time. Hello? Hello, hello? Not the gate. Where were I? Whiz were I? Pigeon, yes. Pigeon. So some of you are up here, right? Look behind you. See if that leg is, close to being in the middle of the mat. And that you're on the top of your foot, not the ball of your foot. You're on the top of your foot. And your hips are square. So if your hips are, this hip is higher, you want to try to get them square. So square is more important than down. All right, so this hip and this hip are equidistant to the floor, even though I got a whole leg in the way. And if that is happening, then you can start to go down. All right, but when you go down, the left hip of the leg that's straight behind you is just as low as the right one, or maybe even lower because you got a leg in the way here. And then if the forearm thing is sort of mellow, and you want to feel this more, start scooting your body backward. This leg will kind of stay where it is, especially if you don't have a big old cloth here or something, right? And then you'll feel that more. You wiggle, wiggle, wiggle a little bit. You go on down, and then you hang out as low as you can. This is yin yoga, right? Just letting gravity open up a joint, not moving and just breathing and not thinking a whole lot other than what the hell I'm saying, right? And then that's long enough. Come on out. Go to downward dog and shake out that leg, that right leg. La 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 la. All right, downward dog. Float that left foot and swing that left wrist toward that left ankle toward the right wrist. Oh my God, I must be in heaven or something. I'm so out of it. So again, knee outside of the body, torso here, hips are square to the floor, back leg in the middle-ish part of your mat. You're on top of that foot. Initially, you're up here just trying to get it together. And if you get foot cramps, you can always go back and forth between on top of your foot and the ball of your foot and just stretch out your toes. That happens to me on the right side a little bit. So knees out here, no knee pain. Back leg straightish in the middle. Yeah, and the one thing about the knee pain, some people think, oh, it'll go away if I just stay here long enough. If it's, if it feels sharp, you need to move. You need to get that leg somewhere else. All right, because it's not going to get better just by thinking you're going to stretch your way through it. So just whatever little adjustment, maybe that foot's got to go, underneath your groin more or something as opposed to up here, right? Real yogis can get their foot, their shin bone parallel to the front of the mat. Hey, that ain't me. Notice when it changes. Notice that your labored breath is less labored, that the tension is fading away, that your thoughts aren't as frantic. These are really, really good things if that's happening for you. So just notice that, have a smile on your face, and be grateful that it happened. Couple more breaths here, everybody. All right, come on to that thing right there. Let's go to downward dog and shake out that left leg. Oh. Have a seat. Almost home. Almost home. So, right leg is out, left foot inside. Nice and tall here, everybody, right? So, try to get the back of your knee as close to the mat as possible. But before we get forward, left hand on the thigh, IT band above the kneecap, right hand behind you, as tall as you can get. Get your beanie tall, right? Dorsiflex this foot. I'm going to use this hand and the one behind me for some leverage to turn my torso. So my breath and relaxing my core are going to help me get around. Takes me 2 times to get around, 2 breaths. So here comes the first one. Inhale first. Exhale. That's about 80%. So here comes the second half. So I'm trying to turn my whole body a full 180, or at least my head. Inhale again. And then looking directly behind me, let the air out. And now I'm pushing on this leg, using this hand, turning more. And then release. Right hand behind me is going to push my torso forward as I reach down this leg with my hand. So right leg out, left hand. Maybe your maximum distance is your Achilles or your calf, so you got to hang out there. Others, oh, look, there's my ankle bone. Oh, look, there's the outside of my foot. Winning! And then now I'm going to release the right hand. I'm going to bring this knee up so I can really get a hold of this foot. Now, you might not be here. Maybe it's higher up on your leg. So now that I've got my foot wrist crossed, I'm going to push that knee back down. Here comes my favorite 10 count. I'm going down, but I'm also trying to go forward. And I'm going to relax and breathe while I do it. And I'm going to notice the changes as I move forward, but I'm only going to breathe, as are you. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, elbows coming apart, 8, 9, 10. I'm about as low as I can go. I'm going to hold this for 5. Release, breathing. 4, 3, 2, and come on up. Oh! New side. Right hand, IT bend above the knee, outside of that quad. Left hand here. Here comes my breath, nice and tall. Inhaling and then blowing out as I turn and use leverage with this hand. Here we go. Let it go. Look at this guy, looks like a freak. Okay, let's finish this off. Another breath. Let it go. And pushing with the left, reaching with the right, pushing with the left, reaching with the right, wherever I can get outside of the foot, raising the knee up, crossing my wrist, grabbing the inside, pushing that knee back down. 10, breathing. 9, breathing. 8, breathing. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, notice that it's changing. 1, low, 5 count, hold. 1, 2, radio head on top of everything else. 3, 4, and 5. On your backs, everybody. A little bit longer than I had anticipated, but I just got in the groove, man. I got in the groove. I'm a better man for it. Hope you are as well. Knees in, make those circles, make them slow. Both legs are mirroring each other, One more time in that direction. Other way, round and round. One more circle, straighten that left leg, pull that right knee down toward your chest, and then the quad outside of your torso for more range of motion. So your knee's kind of over your shoulder bicep. If you want and you're flexible, wrap it up in your arms. Like a beautiful burrito. Nice. And then switch sides. So pull it in first, and then open up the hip, and then let the thigh run along your side so it's more toward the outside of your body than on top of your rib cage, right? So then you can wrap that sucker up too. release. Lower half is like a chair. Feet are up. Tib are parallel to the ground. Quads, femurs perpendicular to the ground. Palms up. Look to the right. Legs to the left. Oh. Place the left hand on top of that right thigh and then let that open up. A lot of you, this is nothing. You can just lay here, it's easy. Now Uncle Tony. Uncle Tony's tight. Frankenside. The Tin Man, the Frankenside in an ice storm. And it's really stiff. Eyes up, knees up. Other way with the eyes and the head. Legs the other way. Oh, what's happening over here? Let's find out. Not as bad over here. It is your friend. It is shavasana. Legs out, right next to each other. Feet opening up like the pages of your favorite book. Arms are right next to your body, not out here, but right next to your body. Palms up, head on the ground. Extend the heels, extend the crown of the head, and then relax into it. And there you go, kids. All right, everybody, start to wiggle your toes and your fingers and come out of that a little bit. And if you want a little extended stretch here, then why not do it? So dorsiflex the feet, drive the heels toward me, extend the arms overhead, arch your back, take a big old yawn, inhale. Ooh, let that thing go. Oh, golly. Roll to your right side unless you got injuries over there. And if you do, then roll to your left. But just otherwise, pull the knees in, you're hanging out, and you're just down. You're in your crib. You're just a wee little boy or a wee little girl. Mommy and Daddy got everything taken care of, and you're going to be just fine. And you're just here waiting for the next meal. It's all good. Maybe you pooped your pants. That's okay. Oh, God. I'm going to get some comments from that one. And then push yourself up. Have a seat. Cross your legs. Sit up tall. Lotus, lap, prayer. I like lotus because what that does for me is the weight of my arms pulls my legs down. Otherwise, I feel like I'm going to fall over. I'm not quite open in my hips. So it's a little counterbalance move for me. Helps me be more comfortable. So now I'm going to take a big old inhale and we're going to Om. And for those of you that are still here, I want to thank you for hanging out for that entire thing. That one was a little more intense than it's been in the past, but
you know, I mean, this was a crazy week. I had lows of energy. So, you know, I mean, how many weeks can you be stuck at home and feel fired up and upbeat? It's hard. So there's emotional things that go on with that. But with the downs, there are ups. And today I felt really strong. I felt really good. So I'm really thrilled to share this with all of you today. Hopefully you got something out of it. But on the Om, you know, if you're new and you haven't done the yoga with me before and you don't even know what it is, you're just saying the word home loud with your mouth wide open. You're not trying to sing and you're not trying to yell. But you're letting the good vibrations that occur from the sound that comes from your diaphragm to help relax your central nervous system. Because right now, a lot of people's central nervous system is frayed. And that means your cortisol levels are up and your adrenal glands are getting fried. And this simple act of doing this Om brings your heart rate down, improves your immune system. It improves the quality of your life if you have a regular practice. You know, you don't want to sound like your great-great-grandfather. Can you give me some milk? I'm very thirsty. You know what I mean? You want your voice to be powerful, right? So this is a way to get it. A lot of benefits to an Om. But if you kind of do it, excuse my French, half-ass, then, you know, you'll get that. You'll get a half-ass result. I don't think you want that. So you committed to this session right here, this really hard, you know, hatha flow. Why not just, right? Doesn't mean you get a screen. But just get into it, all right? Like, get into it. Like, who cares? Who cares? Who cares what your spouse says? Who cares what your mother-in-law said? Who cares what your kids say? Who cares if the dogs start to ow with you? That would be cool. So you want to do it? You want to really, like, boo, you know? Big inhale. Let it go. Start with a hum. Open up wide. Comes from your belly. When you run out of gas, you're humming at the end. Let's go. Come on. Let's feel good. Inhale. Big. Again. Bigger. One more, triple big. Let it go. Namaste, boys and girls. Oh, so good, man. So good. Jeez, that's good. That's so good. That's so good. Yeah. Well, let's see who's still in here, shall we? Oh, gosh. I can wring out my shirt, man. The whole thing. Right here's, this is wet, 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 wet. Good God! Who's calling? It's my wife. Hold on, please. Yes, dear. Who did? Okay. All right, I'll get back to him. Yeah, Mama. Great. Oh, awesome. Well, I'm still in the middle of my little yoga thing, but I'm going to hang up now because I love you madly. Yeah. All right, but thank you. That's important news, and I appreciate you very much, and I love you like no other. I love you too. Bye. Well, I'm sure you caught all of that. When the phone rings twice, it's probably important. So, hey, Remy, and Carissa and Dan, Shauna is reminding you to wrap this up. Actually, no, we have a painter coming today. You know, we haven't had too many people here in a long time. So we gotta, what is this? What is it? What is happening to my head? Oh my golly, yeah. This is almost as long as I had my hair on my graduation day from Trumbull High School in 1976. Almost. Where were you in 1976? I'm gathering that many of you were not on planet Earth quite yet. But yeah, so I don't even know why I'm growing it out. Shauna just absolutely hates it. And I'm sure I could hack away at it and get back to where I was. But I'm not quite ready to go to the barber yet. So, you know what I mean? Hey, Dan, I appreciate that as well, my friend. And Chris, thank you. Rockstar here. Yeah, if I only could play guitar and sing. I can sing the national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail? I'm ready to open up a ball game. I am, right there, man. I'll throw out the first pitch, sing the national anthem, drop the mic, I'm out. All right, boys and girls, that was really, really, really awesome today. I was in such a mood to do this, you know, I mean, with plyo last week. Let's see, plyo, eat glass. It was close. I wasn't, you know, but, you know, that's the reason why Lauren, another grad here. Lauren, hey, Lauren, what the heck? 76? What? Come on back. We should chat. That was a few thousand years ago, almost 45 years or something. But I'll tell you, you know what's really cool? I feel better right now, right here with you, 61 years old, 2020, in the middle of a pandemic, than I did when I was in high school at the age of 18. And so that, boys and girls, is the power of eating the proper foods, getting your freaking veggies, you know what I mean? Getting all it, taking the proper supplements, whatever that is for you, and exercising like it's the last day on earth, my man, because it changes you. It changes you. It changes your genetics in your lifetime. In your lifetime. Jack LaLanne's father died at 50-something. Jack lived to be 96, probably because he overtrained. He probably would still be here today at 107 or something. You know what I mean? So it's powerful stuff. And the fact that you're here joining me, I'm going to keep on doing this until who knows when, man. You know, who knows? It's, so let me see the hearts if you feel slightly better now than you did before we started. You know? Maybe a little bit better than you did before. I don't know. Thumbs up, hearts. Yeah. So it's powerful. I love my humor. I don't know. It just comes out. I had the filter removed back in 1983. There was a little filter that kept its insanity. But now, if they took it out, and it's just comes out. And, you know, 37% of the time, it's really embarrassing or disgusting. But anyway, it's who I am, boys and girls. I had an interview. I had a blog with Rob Gronkowski's brother, Chris. Really good dude. So he's got his own podcast. So look out for that. And he was like, well, what's the magic behind P90X? I said, Carl Deichler, CEO, let me do it my way. Go be a nut job. You know, and then when I got too crazy, they went, cut. No, can't do that joke. You can't do that joke. But for the most part, it's just got to be me, you know, so. Your workouts have contributed to my well-being at 61, Lauren. There you go, girlfriend. 61, 21, 41, 61, 81, 91. As we all know, aging is for people who are not willing to put the time and effort into understanding the importance of behaving in such a way as to affect time with good behavior. That would look like crap on a t-shirt, so I just said idiots instead, which is, it's a little irreverent. It can bother some people. I understand. It's like, you don't understand. Aging is hard. You know, I understand. I mean, it's to make a point. All right? It's controversial. It makes people upset. And I understand why, and I probably should have said, aging is for people who don't understand the importance of regular exercise and eating, right? Because if they did that, then they probably wouldn't age at the same rate as everybody else who doesn't do those things. But it doesn't look good on a t-shirt. You know what I mean? So, oh, by the way, I'll make one more announcement, a couple announcements. One, for all 120 of you, the double time workouts, the ones with a ball, any kind of a ball. You can use a basketball, a soccer ball. Don't use a golf ball because you'll probably break something in the house. Those are still free. Still free. Those are on Vimeo. And I should post something about that because I don't know if you all know where to go to get those. But those are still free. The next level workouts, if you sign up, 30 days, Roku, Amazon Prime, you know, it's Gaiam TV Fit and Yoga. There's like Gaiam. It's confusing, but it's Gaiam TV Fit and Yoga. 30 days. That's a whole month, man. Take advantage of that. Get in there and play and have fun. And if you sign up, there's a Facebook group called 2020 Go Next Level. 2020 Go Next Level. And I'll let you in. I'll let you guys in. And the schedule's there. Because the workouts, as they are, all 23, 2 seasons, there's no program. It's just the random, so like, what do I do? Which order? So I made a program for you, and it's in that challenge group. So sign up for free, free, okay? And I continue to do this for free, and I continue to do plyo for free, and the dance party for free. And I did an Instagram workout, the warrior workout. I don't know if we saved that for you guys. That's free. So, people are strapped. I'm strapped, like every day, okay, let's reuse this. Let's, we got a shipment of toilet paper the other day. It was like gold. It's crazy. You know what I mean? So we're just trying to do what we can do. My buddy Ted McDonald, you guys, Ted, he's doing a 9 a.m. free yoga session 6 days a week. Every day he gets up and does that for free. He asks for donations. He's got, he's got bills and a wife and 2 young kids. So people are donating and helping him out when they can. $2, $5, who cares? It adds up, right? So, it's about taking care of yourself. That's what we're doing here. And it's also about helping other people, right? Really making sure that other folks are doing it. Yeah, I know, Adam. I know. I don't know what this is, dude. It's OC for sure. It's double OC is what it is. A lot of comments on the hair. Season 3. Well, when we could all go back into the studio, that's when season 3 will be. But we're just in California. We're being super strict. We got some of the lowest. We have the most people in one state, and we have some of the lowest numbers, and that's purely because of our behavior. So I don't think people are. Ted McDonald, he's a floater, always has been. So check him out. We're being careful here, and that's not everywhere. You know what I mean? If you're in Georgia right now, you can kind of pretty much do anything you want. It doesn't mean you shouldn't be safe. Right? It doesn't mean you just go going into a crowded bar with a bunch of people where you're sweating and dancing and singing and drinking beer and you're on top of each other and you're not wearing masks. That sounds like Russian roulette to me. So, do the right thing. You know what I mean? Because it might not be you. It could be something that you have that could eventually really make somebody else super sick. This thing is real. I know 14 people that got it, and a dear friend of mine, his wife's 2 uncles died, and a coworker, he was an electrician, his coworker passed away. The 2 uncles were older, they were younger than me, and they were in their 50s, and his coworker was 30, he was overweight, right? That's why we do this deep breathing stuff, this lower lungs stuff. This is where the virus lives, down at the bottom. And so if you use it, you clean it, you make it more durable, you make it less vulnerable. This is improving your odds just in general, So Tony Horton's talking a lot today. Tulsa, even though a lot of restrictions have been lifted. Good, Angie, smart. All right, everybody. I think I'm just high from that. That's the reason why I can't get off this Zoom. It's not Zoom. This little session that we're having together. I'm just feeling really good. So now I'm going to go garden. I'm going to go outside. I'm going to get some weeds, and I'm going to go clip some branches, and I'm just going to be outside because that's a mindful practice. This was a mindful practice. This is a very intense mindful practice, but it's a mindful practice, right? The pendulum, where does it go? It goes in both directions, right? You're lifting weights and you're in traffic and you're at work. That's one end of the spectrum. And then the pendulum has to go the other way. If you don't allow the pendulum to go in the other direction, if you're fighting and you're stressed out. I was like this week, I had a job. I was 6.5 hours in a closet in my house doing voiceover, 72 pages of really hard technical stuff, and I couldn't get it. And I thought my head was going to pop off. These poor people, and everything, I can't go into a booth, another part of town and just do it normally. I got to pack a bunch of pillows, so the sound is just right, you know what I mean? And I'm there, and I'm reading tiny copy on a laptop, and I'm in a microphone. I thought I went outside, and I smashed a piece of wood over my leg. That's what kind of a psycho, all right? Now you all know who I really am. I can't get this line. It's so damn hard. And then you have this, you have yoga, the other end of the spectrum. So you need release valves. You need them, and this is that. And so thank you for allowing me to be here with you and sharing this with you. And I'll see you next Wednesday for plyometrics again. Yippee-ki-yay, boys and girls. T. Horton, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll see you next time. Oh, fame, good. Oh, I'm so glad you brought that up. So the Fame is Lame t-shirts. If you guys want them, go to TonyHortonLife.com. TonyHortonLife.com. Hey, while you're in there, you can sign up for the newsletter too, and then you'll get all the news that's fit to print, right? I'm about to post a really cool new newsletter piece that came from a physical therapist slash doctor of mine about this whole thing and about lung capacity. It's really cool, so that'll be out soon. But if you want the t-shirts, we're selling them for $15. They cost us about $15, and it's, when we got to ship them to you for about $8, these are going to cost us money. We were selling them for $29 or something like that, just so we could kind of, you know, like anything you sell, you want to sell it for twice you pay for it. So we're going to lose some money, but we got stacks of them, and we got 4 people who they went out in the mail today. It just says, it's a red shirt, it's a really cool font, it's black. All we have is red and black. We don't have pink and green and yellow and other things. It's just red and black, and it says, Fame is Lame. And the reason why I made those shirts is because people think that fame is important. They think that it has value. They think that if I'm talking to a famous person, that they're special, or they're different, or they're better. And we all know that ain't true. All right? That's why fame is kind of lame. So that's why I made those t-shirts. And if you want to wear them and you post them, I'd love to see you guys wearing those shirts. We don't have that many. We got smalls, large. We got some XXLs too. But I think we have almost all sizes. TonyHortonLife.com. 4 went out the door today. If you want one, thank you for asking. I appreciate that. The website, Tony Horton Life. My name, the word life.com, lickety-split. Check it out. I'm not lame. But I mean, you know, when it comes to fame, let's face it, I'm kind of a C- celebrity. I'm not Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt, A++, or whoever else, or can't think of anybody else right now. TonyHortonLife.com. There it is, Graham. Thank you very much. Check them out. Fame is Lame t-shirts. All right, I am done now. I'm done. I'm going to go and eat mass quantities of food. Not mass, just enough, just the right amount of food, so I still feel good when I'm done eating it. All right, everybody, thank you. Thank you very much. I'm finally saying goodbye, I swear. It's happening this time. It's going to. Is it? No. Is it? Yeah. No? Yes? What? Am I? What? Am I wait? Okay, for real.